Richard III of England, 1452 to 1485, was one of the most controversial monarchs in English history. Born on October 2, 1452, at Fotheringhay Castle, he was the youngest son of Richard, Duke of York, and Cecily Neville. As a member of the powerful Plantagenet family, Richard's life and reign were shaped by the Bloody Wars of the Roses, a series of civil wars fought between the rival houses of York and Lancaster, both of whom sought control over the English throne. From a young age, Richard witnessed his family's struggle for power. His father and elder brother, Edmund, died in battle when Richard was 8, which greatly affected him. With his eldest brother, Edward IV, securing the throne for the Yorkists, Richard became loyal to Edward and was entrusted with substantial responsibilities. As Duke of Gloucester, Richard gained military and administrative experience, proving himself a capable and disciplined soldier. He led campaigns in Scotland, where he protected English interests, and served as Lord Protector of the North, a role through which he cultivated strong loyalty among his northern subjects. In 1483, Edward IV died suddenly, leaving his young son Edward V as his heir. As the king's youngest brother and one of his closest advisers, Richard was named Lord Protector of Edward V. However, political tensions emerged as Richard clashed with the powerful Woodville family, Edward V's maternal relatives, who attempted to influence the new king. Richard quickly took custody of Edward V and his younger brother, Richard of Shrewsbury, Duke of York, and placed them in the Tower of London, allegedly for their protection. Shortly afterward, a controversial turn of events occurred when an ecclesiastical court declared Edward IV's marriage to Elizabeth Woodville invalid, rendering their children illegitimate. This declaration cleared the path for Richard to claim the throne, and he was crowned King Richard III on July 6, 1483. Richard's reign was marked by efforts to stabilize and improve the kingdom. He enacted significant legal reforms aimed at expanding access to justice, including the Court of Requests, which gave the common people a means to seek redress. Richard also promoted trade and worked to reduce corruption, attempting to secure the support of his subjects. However, his rule faced opposition from those who supported the previous monarch's family, and rumors spread that Richard had ordered the murder of his nephews, the princes in the Tower, whose fate remains one of the greatest mysteries in English history. In 1485, Richard's reign was challenged by Henry Tudor, a Lancastrian with a distant but viable claim to the throne. Richard faced Henry's forces at the Battle of Bosworth Field on August 22, 1485. Despite his valiant effort and skill as a commander, Richard was ultimately defeated and killed in the battle, marking the end of the Plantagenet dynasty and the beginning of the Tudor era. His death was the last of an English king on the battlefield, a distinction that has added to his legendary status. For centuries, Richard III's legacy was tarnished, particularly due to William Shakespeare's portrayal of him as a ruthless, power-hungry tyrant. However, modern scholarship has revisited his reign, recognizing his achievements as a ruler and re-evaluating the accusations against him. In 2012, the discovery of his remains beneath a parking lot in Leicester led to renewed interest in his life and death. Through DNA testing and analysis, historians confirmed his identity, shedding light on his scoliosis, which had contributed to the legend of his physical deformity but was less severe than dramatized in historical accounts. Today, Richard III remains a deeply polarizing figure, a king caught between duty and ambition, remembered both for his role in a pivotal period of English history and the enduring mysteries surrounding his life.